Okay then, Helldivers, we have plenty of information regarding this galactic war. We also have a new patch. And on top of that, we've got a success message from the last major order, as well as the new major order itself. We're gonna jump right into it, see everything what's going on in the world of Helldivers 2. Okay, to start with, let's have a look at this new patch 1.4.0.0.0.2 with crash fixes, audio book fixes, including cave audio, as well as Xbox specific fixes. I'm not gonna go over everything in this patch, but I'm gonna go over the most interesting points, starting with fixed an issue where Helldivers were reinforcing on top of cave structures. Now this is a very interesting one, as if you were to reinforce someone from inside of the cave, they would often end up on top of the cave system itself, which was kind of funny every now and then, but most of the time was very annoying and you had to jump back into the cave, which usually resulted in your death. So I'm happy that this one has been fixed. When it comes to enemy fixes, the Dragon Roach can now be damaged with fire or gas. Now personally, I didn't even notice that the Dragon Roach would not take damage from fire or gas. To be honest, I didn't get a chance to actually use any of those weapon types against this enemy, but this seems like kind of a big one actually, and I'm happy that this is rectified. But the one that I am more interested in is the one below. Rupture Warriors now track moving clients accurately, leveling the difficulty level of attacks between the client and host. Essentially, what used to happen, the person that was hosting a game was attacked by Rupture Warriors like crazy, with attacks being so unpredictable that they were pretty much impossible to dodge by the person hosting the game. Whereas now what is going to happen, everybody will get attacked by the Rupture Warriors like crazy. At least that's the way I understand this. I would have to jump into the game and see how this is going to be. I think that we are going to all get attacked by Rupture Warriors like crazy, but not as much as their host used to be. This kind of is going to level out across all players. I'm not entirely sure whether this is good or bad. A lot of people say that it is bad, but I think we need to jump into the game and test this ourselves. I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic with this one, and we're actually gonna find out whether this is a fix or not. And the ones that have been a very big issue inside of the game are the audio fixes. They have rebalanced a lot of cave audio fixes. There has been some instances when some cave ambient or different sound effects were making a kind of glitchy robotic sound, and I hope this one is no longer the case. Fixed a rare instance where primary weapon audio would go missing. A very immersive bug that was happening inside of the game where your primary weapon would just not make any sound whatsoever, and I'm glad this one has finally been fixed. On top of that, guys, the Helldivers 2 list of different things to be fixed has also been updated. Extraction shuttle or beacon may clip into terrain, preventing extraction. This is an absolutely insane one, as the Pelican pilot was definitely under some influence of alcohol, because some of the clips that you guys have been sending over of the Pelican doing some sort of incredible maneuvers but not actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Oh my fucking!
I'm sorry, I made a boogie.
The fuck?
Did you land on it? They said I landed on
Oh
it.
my fucking!
Back up in the air again. I don't know.
What the fuck's going on? I really hope they fix this one soon, as this one is actually causing extraction to be impossible. You could have a lot of samples, complete the mission, and not be able to extract. This one needs to be fixed ASAP. The nuke nursery drill can be dropped on top of the cave by the ship becoming inaccessible. Now this is where the cave landing fix would actually be an advantage, as landing on top of the cave system usually lands you where the drill actually is, but it's not actually supposed to be. Now that you fixed not being able to land on top of the cave system, this one also needs to be fixed ASAP, as this mission basically becomes impossible to do. Let's have a look at the success message from the High Command. The outpouring of terminates from the gloom appears to have subsided. Damage has been severe, but thanks to the swift intervention of the Helldivers, the worst has been prevented. Still, our citizens reel from the images of hive lords rampaging through colonies of dragon roaches spewing incendiary bile in our cities. The gloom, always a malevolent but unmoving menace, now advances upon our federation. Now the well-defined threat of the Terminate is joined by the amorphous threat of the gloom envelopment. Terminate invasion from the gloom seem to carry the gloom with them, possibly establishing a trail for the spores to follow. Extreme vigilance must be exercised to stop this spread. Though our destroyers are protected against the gloom, operations within it pose significant tactical and logistical challenges. Planets enveloped by the gloom will be harder to liberate and even more difficult as time goes on. This brazen attack, which came without warning, further evidences the necessity of the great expedition into the gloom. The hive world will be liberated and destroyed, along with any others that may lurk in the spore cloud's depths. This is actually a fantastic news. We managed to win this major order. I was a little bit skeptical when this major order came out, but we managed to secure Gakrux, Grimzika and Hellmeyer on multiple occasions, and also the Gambit that secured Pardian and Akama has also been successful. So every single defense mission that has been in this major order has been successful. With that in mind, we also had a planet that not a lot of Helldivers have been on, but the fight on Terek has been happening for a very long time. We were liberating about 0.5% a day, and we actually have now liberated this one. As this major order finished, all the Helldivers proceeded to Terek to reinforce those lone Helldivers that have been on that planet for days. Planet of Terek is officially liberated. However, we had another dispatch regarding the gloom spread, as gloom spread has once again been detected. The gloom is spreading amongst Terminate occupied worlds. Esker is now surrounded by low density gloom. Any other planets in the sector are expected to follow. The only way to stop this spread is to liberate those planets immediately. So this is another planet that is deep within the gloom controlled territory. So Overgo Prime, as mentioned in the previous video. Now Esker is also under the influence of the gloom, and it's difficult for us to get onto Esker, as we would first have to liberate Balrog. Otherwise we have no way to access this planet, and sadly I have a feeling that this planet will also fall to the gloom completely. Now let's have a look at this one, because recently we have just received a new major order. While one enemy strikes, another one schemes. Decrypted Automaton communications reveals secretive mining operations underway on Mintoria. In light of the severe damage done to Outpost Alpha by the Terminates and their gloom spores, technologies utilized in these mines are of high interest to the Ministry of Expansion. Reclaiming and implementing it may help us expand the outpost into nothing less than a spore-proof subterranean haven. This reclamation comes not a day too soon. The tech used on Mintoria was blatantly leaked by the traitors embedded amongst Super Earth's passionate mining contractors, whose brilliant innovations are set to revolutionize subsurface architecture. These innovations include, but are not limited to, geothermally resistive siding panels and HIPPO filtration systems. The Helldivers are tasked with clearing the way to Ultramafic mine on Mintoria. The planet must be held while its habitat tech is repatriated. While remodeling is underway, Outpost Alpha must be held. This is a very big major order, as if we actually manage to win this one, we are not only going to reinforce Outpost Alpha, but we also may potentially get some technology that will allow us to tackle the gloom at the larger scale. This major order, I have a feeling it's essentially, if successful, a setup for a new, even bigger major order, and finally we will be able to attack the Hive world with a full strength. Another week-long major order. This is absolutely incredible, as we have another major order that is a week-long one. Secretive automaton mining operations are underway. Repatriate the state-of-the-art habitat technologies that make these operations possible, and hold Outpost Alpha until this tech can be used to expand it into a spore-proof subterranean haven. Solidify this major order, we need to liberate Klasa, liberate Cephia, and hold Mentoria, and of course hold Hellmire on top of it. I have a feeling that the bugs will be attacking Hellmire at some point throughout this major order. However guys, in order to set foot on Mentoria, we firstly have to liberate Klasa, then Cephia, and then finally we can pull our feet on Mentoria. At the moment we are doing incredibly well on one of the megacities on Klasa, and it looks like this planet will be liberated in a matter of the next few days, followed by Cephia and then Mentoria itself. Shortly before this major order was released, we have received a very interesting dispatch. New Alexandria secured. A small but fervent cohort of Helldivers has successfully repelled the Illuminate menace from New Alexandria, city on the planet Seychelles Beach. While the city itself bears no particular strategic significance, the single-minded focus of these Helldivers is nevertheless an inspiration to all. The city of New Alexandria is located in Cancri sector under Illuminate control. The liberation of the city has boosted morale, and we have actually reached 40% on the liberation. Still plenty of Helldivers out there on Seychelles Beach, so if you are a squid diver, this is where you want to be. Solidify this planet, take away from the Illuminate, and show them the might of the managed democracy. Plenty of going on in the world of Helldivers 2 right now. This galactic war is all over the place right now, and this is what we like to see. Finally got some action on every single front. Things seem to be going very well, and we need you Helldivers more than ever. Thank you so much guys. As always, smash that beautiful like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm Krennic, and I will see you guys on the battlefield.